This year, over 120,000 women will become a mother of a handicapped child. What is it like to be a mother of a handicapped child? Well, 20 years ago, I found out exactly what it would be like. I first felt anger, fear, hopelessness, and resentment. I cried out, "Why me? I can't do this. I'm not capable." But my journey was about to begin. Daniel was born 6 weeks early by cesarean section. He was born early due to the severity of his water on the brain that he had. They needed to do surgery right away to drain the water. When he was born, they had to intubate him because he was not breathing, and they had to wrap him in saran wrap because he was born with a massive hole in his back. And they whisked him away for immediate surgery. I finally was able to see my son a day later in the NICU. The doctors did not give me much hope. They told me to put him into an institution because he was just going to be a drooling idiot his whole life, and I have other children to worry about and to take care of. I told them, no, this is my child, and I will be the one to take care of him no matter what happens. I was very overwhelmed, terrified, and I felt very, very alone. But life goes on. Daniel would never walk or crawl like a normal baby, so I taught him how to roll around on a skateboard, and that was his crawling, and it was amazing. He got around the house quite well on a skateboard while he was little. He got his first wheelchair at the age of just a little over a year old, and by the time he was 18 months old, he was a pro. Now, when Daniel finally did say mama, which was at the age of 2.5, I knew God gave me an angel. He went to school, and he was in all the mainstream classes with the other children. He talked and played and did what they did, except for he just did it in a wheelchair. Unlike the other children, though, Daniel was a little slow. He had 27 surgeries by the time he was 7 years old. But I never, ever treated Daniel like he was any different from any of my other children or any other child around him. The word "I can't," we took that out of our vocabulary. He could do anything he set his mind to. In doing this, I raised an awesome young man. Daniel was diagnosed with a few other things that would make other people want to quit everything, I guess. He has restrictive lung disease. He has apnea, asthma. He has a feeding tube because he can't eat enough to keep alive, as well as the hydrocephalus and the spina bifida. Nevertheless, he has always has a smile on his face. He always has kind words to say to everyone he meets. He tries to always make sure everybody else is happy around him. When he was 12, he took the lessons to go to church, and he insisted on being baptized, and I couldn't understand why, but he told me that every time he touched the Book of Mormon, that he knew it was true. And he also wanted to be able to pass the sacrament with the other young men, which he had to hold the Aaronic priesthood to do. So he was baptized. He graduated high school in 2013, and he is now at a school that helps him learn how to do jobs in the community. Daniel has given me priesthood blessings, and that is a gift. Being his mother has been awesome. He's a wonderful young man. He's like a Christmas gift given to me every day. I now know that God blessed me and entrusted me with this special child. I have found out what unconditional love really is. He has endured 38 surgeries in his life of 20 years, and I have been there by his side for every one of them, and I'll always be by his side, cheering him on and being his rock. Being a mother of a disabled handicapped child is the best thing ever. These are some pictures of Daniel when he was first born and learning to do the skateboard in his wheelchair, and some of his surgeries, and You know, him going to school, receiving awards with his friends. And if you notice these pictures, he always has a smile on his face.